Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching episode number 2 for the Morning Tech Bytes featuring ZY from ZY Production. Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching Adam Lobo TV, and once again, welcome to episode number 2 of the Morning Tech Bytes right here featuring ZY from ZY Production.
Hello guys.
Hello ZY, nice
to meet you.
Okay, just before we introduce ZY officially and exactly how it started, I just want to see how I found ZY. As you guys know that I've been in YouTube about 2 years plus, and one of the main YouTubers here in Malaysia which I actually watched was ZY's stuff. He is a tech YouTuber here in Malaysia who specifically looks into camera gears, and I remember watching his videos way back when he was a really small tiny little kid, and he is now looking towards 92,000 subscribers. Yes, he's almost getting the YouTube plaque, so we're very excited for that. I'm very happy for him because I know
2019 goals, yeah.
2019 goals. I'm sure you can, like, it's just like 8,000 more. It's just done. If you guys are new in terms of watching this series, it is a series where I invite some of the people who has made impact here in the tech industry, especially here in Malaysia, and of course to have certain topics to be discussed for you guys to just chill, sit back, especially on a weekend, to just chill and also watch some nice tech bites right here in the morning. So ZY, thank you so much once again.
Problem.
Okay, so I have about 11 questions over here. Okay. The first question, of course, could you share with us your journey of YouTube from when and where you started from then until where you are today?
Okay, whoa. So, all the way back then, I used to binge watch Digital Rev TV.
Oh,
when I was in high school, Kai and Lock. Digital Rev TV.
Yes.
Great stuff. I used to binge watch them at home all the time, and I'm like, I really want to do something like this one day. And because I learned so much from them, I thought it's only fair that whatever I learn, I would want to feed it back into the community, because that's how I got started. So initially, I got my first ever L lens. I might get judged for this, but my first ever Canon L glass was a 24-105 f4 LIS. The 5D Mark III kit lens.
Okay.
That was at some point my dream lens, and I was like, whoa, this is an L lens. Okay. So I reviewed that lens. I think that's the first video you'll find on my channel right now, but it's just a close-up shot of the lens and my hand, and you don't see my face at all, and I'm just like really awkwardly talking like a robot. Like, oh my god, this lens is like an L lens.
Okay.
So I think I did a couple of videos like that, and my girlfriend's like, dude, if you don't show your face, you're not gonna go anywhere.
But when was this? How old were you then?
This was like, I was in like Form 4.
Form 4 sudah ada girlfriend, no?
Still going.
Okay. So since Form 4 until now, okay, that's personal question, but good on you, ZY.
So yeah, that was like about 5 years back when I started, about 5 years back.
5 years, okay.
I didn't get any traction because obviously nobody's interested in a 24-105. What really spoke to me was my 70D training video series. I don't know why I decided to make like a whole 19 video series out of that, but the first episode of that series really gained traction because apparently a lot of people wanted to know how to like expose every single feature they have on their 70D.
Yep.
70D was like my second or third DSLR.
Second or third within the span of 2 years?
Around that,
when you first started it.
Yeah, it was
so
a 550D.
What's your first? Oh, it was a 550D.
My dad bought me the 550D.
Okay.
And then eventually the 650D got announced, and he's like, dude, let's upgrade to the 650D. I'm like, Dad, you just got me this 550D.
Your dad is cool.
My dad's cool.
Yeah.
He was like, but 5 FPS though. I'm like, okay, 5 FPS.
Okay.
650D, and then the 70D came out. Now I asked for that from my dad. I'm like, Dad, the 650D is getting a little slow. Can I get a 70D?
So what's the gap between the 650 and the 70D?
It was quite a jump. It was an entry-level camera to a semi-pro camera.
Okay.
I was asked by a friend to shoot his wedding.
Wow.
And I needed 2 cameras for coverage. At that rate, I only had the 650D, so I had a reason to ask for a secondary camera.
Okay.
So I asked for an upgrade. The 70D. I got the 70D, I really liked it. So it was then I spent like 3 or 4 nights after I got home from school, just filming on my little study table, going through the features of the 70D and everything. I wasn't expecting it to go anywhere, but people started subscribing to the channel and the AdSense revenue started coming in. So I was like, hold on. The rumors are true? You can make money from YouTube?
Yeah, you can.
It was then I started like, okay, maybe this channel is something I want to put effort into. It was from then on I started making regular content, and just up till now.
So is this your full-time, and if it's not, what exactly do you do from a day-to-day basis besides creating content on YouTube?
Okay, I am still a film student.
Nice.
So in a sense you can call me a part-time YouTuber because I'm full-time committed to film school for now. But after I get out of film school, I will most probably invest full-time into the YouTube channel.
Very nice, that's great. Alright, so we'll proceed towards the next question. The next question is that why did you choose camera gear specifically? It is because of your influence from both Kai and Locke, or is there any other interest as well?
That's one. A big influence. Okay, actually, I love games.
Ah, okay.
The first video I posted on YouTube ever was, I think, a screen record of a stupid Facebook game. If you remember, like, way back in the days, there was this game called Crazy Planets where you would, like... Was it robots? You would I remember there was Restaurant City. Was it called Restaurant City? I don't bloody remember.
Okay.
But I love games. But I love photography as well. And smartphones. So here's where my influence started. My father used to work for Nokia.
Nice.
Okay. So as an employee of Nokia, he would always come home with some phones.
Yeah.
Because obviously his company makes phones. So they weren't his phones, they were like the company's phones, but like I was like, what, 10? He would just shove me phones like, hey, look at this new tech, son.
Okay.
And then I remember I had the first ever camera phone in the world in my hands when I was like in primary 1.
Do you remember what exact model of Nokia phone was that?
Was it the Nokia 7650, 7650? It was. Okay,
I can't remember.
Like this
I have to do my research
of a slider phone.
Oh, okay.
And it had like a. Was it a 0.2 megapixel or something?
No, you can't remember.
It was a terrible camera, but that was my first experience taking photos. It was with a smartphone, so smartphones hold a special place in my heart right now, especially smartphone photography, because that's how I began photography. It was shooting through some Nokia prototype camera phone, and then that evolved into digital compact cameras.
Okay.
And it was into high school when I started seeing my friends walking around with DSLR cameras, and I'm like, okay, so that's what a real camera looks like. As much as I love cameras, I actually shoot more photos with my phone than my camera, so there's that.
That's fantastic. So this is a bonus question. I actually just write it down, so that's the reason why I was looking here. So speaking of smartphones, since most of my viewers here on YouTube are all smartphone enthusiasts, so can you tell me what's your daily driver right now?
This is interesting. I'm currently driving around daily with 2 phones.
Whew, you are one of those. I can't do it. I tried to do it. I just can't do it.
Just recently. So I've been sporting the OnePlus 5T for a while.
Okay.
About a month ago, I got the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3. Okay. I bought it because it looked cool. I was expecting it to be really expensive. When they announced it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. So I got it. It looks cool, it's a really cool phone, but the reason I'm sporting 2 phones is there are some things on the 5T that I still can't live with. You know, OnePlus, I really like Oxygen OS, the alert slider and stuff like that. I'm not too much of a fan of MIUI.
Okay,
but I'm a fan of the phone, it's pretty.
Yeah, because the Oxygen OS is very close to stock Android, so that's still my favorite skin if people want to put it on the Android. But here's the thing, when you took up 2 phones, everybody would expect that, and even for me, I thought it's going to be like one iOS device and another Android. So why did you not choose an iOS device?
Okay, to be completely
you can be
straightforward about it.
You're very unbiased.
That shit's overpriced.
Okay, there you go. Now for the next question, what's your current camera gear for YouTube and why?
Okay, for YouTube, my main talking head camera, the A camera, is a Canon C100 Mark II. So why? I crap you not, the best 8-bit 1080p camera money can buy.
What's the current price for it right now? I have no idea.
I think you can get it for like 14K in Malaysia. When I bought it, it was like a good 20 grand. So
you got 14K.
Yes, yes. You don't have to have that to make YouTube videos. But
you just swipe your credit card and think about it later.
It's something like that.
And then you're like, thank you.
The workflow is very nice on that camera. The fact that it has XLR audio inputs, they're not the best preamps, but they're very convenient for YouTube. It has, the quality is really good, great dynamic range. It's just a workflow. That's my main camera. It's not the best camera to be outside of the studio with, especially if you're like filming B-roll at the cafe. People like, where's your permit?
Yeah, it's like, exactly. That's kind of true.
On the go, I bring with me again, not a very popular camera in the realm of mirrorless cameras.
We're almost doing like what's in ZY's bag.
What's in my bag.
Yeah. Maybe you'll do that soon. Right, if you guys want that, let me know in the comment section below.
Why not? This is the Canon EOS R. It's the camera I travel with.
This fella.
Yes, I actually like it a lot, despite how the internet doesn't seem to
heavy
like
though, because the glass is heavy,
lens,
right? It's a lens, right?
We can just get this out. I love this camera because when it's powered off, it protects the sensor.
Oh yes, it does.
Yeah, it just drops the shutter.
That's smart, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, there's dust coming in.
There's dust coming in and all that.
It is pretty small. The form factor is
small.
Great. So do you use this more for your run and gun shots?
Yeah, for run and gun when I travel, it's always this 4K with the bloody crop, of course, but it does C-Log. And it's got the same sensor.
So do you shoot in C-Log as well?
I shoot in C-Log.
And then you do a color grading.
And then I do a color grading.
Speaking of C-Log and color grading, what is your current, this is another bonus question, what is your current software that you use? Do you use the Apple ecosystem of Final Cut, or do you use Adobe Premiere?
Okay, I'm still stuck in Premiere. I'm this close to jumping to FCPX because of how awesome everyone says it is.
Do it!
But yeah, I'm stuck in Premiere. It's a challenge.
You know, I grew up trying a lot of Adobe products, and when I was starting off YouTube, I remember trying out Premiere as much as I could, and I just felt like it was so painful. And then eventually, I remember I was very used to iMovie way back when my band's second album, we did a recording session and I edited iMovie, and then when I checked out Final Cut Pro and said this is very close to iMovie, and what I liked is because for the first year and a half I was using a 2013 MacBook Pro to actually do 4K video editing. And because of Final Cut Pro's background rendering, that's the reason why I managed to do so. And I was like, you know, compared to Premiere where I have to, you know, see all pixelated stuff and it's going to be so slow. That's why I went with that, and I eventually got so used to the workflow.
Background rendering is genius.
The next question is going to be, what is your current recommendation for the best affordable camera for YouTube beside using your smartphones?
Okay. I actually agree with you. I think smartphones are just not reliable enough.
Like,
the workflow's not the best. So, probably an unpopular opinion, but in my opinion, the best value you can get is the EOS M50.
Okay.
Yes. It's really cheap. I think in Malaysia you can get the body only for just under 2,000 ringgit.
Okay.
And it can shoot 4K at an even more ridiculous crop than this, but probably don't bother with that. But the camera's very full-fledged for that price point. It offers a lot.
Okay.
If you're willing to dish out a bit more money, I would actually ask you to go for the A6300.
Sony
A6300.
Okay.
Not the best ergonomics.
Not the best menu.
Not the best menu system, but if you can live with the menu system, it's a lot of value for money.
Now for the next question, what's your best recommendation for the best camera for vlogging?
For vlogging, okay. I'll suggest two. One on the budget side, one on the slightly investy side.
Yes, please.
So the budget side is still the EOS M50 because it's a really small camera. It's got a flip screen. It's got Canon's dual pixel AF system,
which is still the best autofocus in the whole world, hands down. You cannot argue on that.
It's got a crop sensor, so if you put it on with Canon's 10-18 EFS wide-angle lens, you have the ultimate vlog machine. It weighs like nothing, and you just hold it out like this, and you've got a vlog going perfectly fine.
That's smart.
The expensive one would be this.
Okay.
It's full frame. It shoots cropped 4K, but you can actually put a crop lens on this.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a mirror.
Okay.
So you can still slap on the 10-8T and vlog in 4K, in C-Log, again with dual pixel.
Oh, you can even use C-Log in this?
Yes.
Fantastic. What's the current price for the EOS R right now?
You can get it for somewhere between 8,000 to 9,000. Just in case anyone asks, why didn't I recommend a Sony A7 or one of the Sony mirrorless cameras? Maybe I would for the A6400, but the main reason I didn't recommend any of those is the flip screen doesn't flip all the way around.
Okay.
So it's a little hard to see yourself when you're vlogging.
That's true. Alright, so for the next question, it's going to be based on lighting for YouTube. Can you give us your recommendation on the best affordable lighting gear for YouTube?
Okay, I personally use an Aputure 120T, but I wouldn't call that affordable by any means. It's a great light, but it is on the steep side. So if I were to recommend, probably the Aputure AL528s.
Okay.
Those are, I completely forgot how much they were, probably in the ballpark of 500 ringgit each.
Okay.
But those would be a good place to start.
Okay.
I also have a convenient light, the Wescott Ice Light 2. Like you mentioned just now,
yeah.
Wescott is bloody expensive.
It is
Wescott
super expensive.
is bloody expensive. Good news, Yongnuo has a knockoff of that light for like a third of the price, I think. I completely forgot what it's called. Let me Google it right now.
And meanwhile, just in case you guys are wondering what's the exact light that I'm using, I have yet to review my lighting setup. I will be doing that. If you guys would like to see that, be sure to let me know at the comment section below. I'm using the FalconEys 18TD. It is affordable compared to the Wescott light, and I will link that light also down in the description below.
Yongnuo YN360.
So that is what you would...
It's $287 on Shopee. It's basically exactly like the Wescott Ice Light, but it looks a bit more like a traffic baton.
Oh, this is the light that Armando Ferreira actually recommended in his channel.
It's really nice for like B-roll when you're really lazy and you just need a light source. You just pop it in out of frame and it gives you this nice soft light as if it's coming from
and it's pretty affordable though. It's like
pretty affordable. It's 287.
Yeah.
The Wescott Ice Light 2 is 10 times that.
There you go, 10 times.
Yeah, I completely regret spending money on the Ice Light 2 and not this, and like not buying like another 35mm lens.
So there you have it. Now for the next question, it has nothing to do with camera gear, but it has to do with your personal part, whereby what would you do if you did not have a YouTube channel?
Actually, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would most probably end up as a camera assistant in the film industry. I am studying film. I did do my internship with Strike Back Season 7. It's a UK-based drama series, and I got a taste of what it's like to be an assistant camera. It's very exciting. Lots of hard work, but if I didn't have a YouTube channel, that's probably where I'll be ending up in.
Okay, so this is the final question. What do you see moving forward from 2019 and beyond on ZY Productions channel?
Okay, a short-term goal I have set for 2019 is probably a minor rebranding of my channel. Maybe a new channel name, because to be fully honest, I'm not too sure about my channel name because it's ZY Productions. I'm not really a production house.
What do you have in mind? What other names do you have?
I've got absolutely no idea. If any viewers out there have any suggestions,
yeah, exactly.
I'm
if you guys
have it.
The reason why he's ZY is because that's his name. So that's why he went with ZY Productions. Now,
mind you, I was in high school.
And also, if anyone's going to ask why ZY, is it okay for you to share?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my initials. My Chinese name is Zhang Yi, so ZY.
Easier
a lot of people,
pronounce.
yeah, it's easier to pronounce. Some people just call me Z.
Okay.
ZY is perfectly fine.
So if you guys have any other recommendations for the name change that he can have, be sure to put it at the comment section below.
Yes, absolutely.
So the name change is one. What else is there in the pipeline?
What else is there? So apart from that, in terms of content, because right now I am doing part-time. I'm juggling between YouTube and my degree. Yeah. So after that's done in a few months, I would probably devote more time, better structure the content on the channel, more series, better scheduling, better programming, stuff like that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, thank you so much, ZY. And guys, it has been a really honor for me to have you here in the channel. Thank you so much, ZY. Thank you so much.
And hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of the Morning Tech Bytes. Now, if you guys have any questions to ask, especially when it comes to camera gear stuff, ask this guy. You can ask it in the comment section below. But one of the most important things is for you guys to subscribe to his channel, which I also will be linking at the description below. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode number 2 of the Morning Tech Bytes. If you like this video, be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up. like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV and ZY Productions if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo and ZY, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.